Scores of inmates previously sentenced to death are being re-sentenced at the High Court following the abolition of the death penalty under the Death Penalty Abolition Act. Now, you will remember that the President, Emmerson Mnangagwa, signed the bill into law on the 31st of December, officially abolishing the death penalty for all crimes and requiring the re-sentencing of individuals currently on the death row. Now, 20 inmates have been scheduled for resentencing this month, according to a list from the High Court. Now, approximately 60 prisoners are on the death row. Now, our correspondent Wadzanai Sansole sat down with the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Justice, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs, Vimbai Nyemba.
Zimbabwe's recent abolition of the death penalty sparked a nationwide conversation around justice and rehabilitation. Significant steps are already being taken as discussions commence between these stakeholders, that is the Ministry of Justice, the National Prosecuting Authority, the Judiciary Service Commission, and Zimbabwe Prisons and Correctional Service.
The Prosecutor General and the Judicial Services Commission have already started pulling off the records to prepare for the resentencing. The Prosecutor General, in a meeting with the Minister, just highlighted that they were already ready with actually 27 records, and they were going to begin to do their resentencing in, I think, during the vacation of the High Court term, during the term which also coincides with the school holidays.
As these cases are processed, there are considerations around the trauma the prisoners were already going through whilst awaiting their death sentence, among other key issues.
They will consider the length of time that the person had already taken in prison. They will consider the behavior of the person in prison. I'm talking of issues of rehabilitation. If they've been rehabilitated, they also go through counseling when they're in prison. Those factors will be taken into account. They will take into account how the murder was committed. Was it gruesome? Was it what caused, and all the other factors? They also consider, I think, sentiments from the victims' family. Parole will have its own governing body who will decide whether these people will go on parole.
The shift towards rehabilitation presents complex and, understandably, anxious implications for many. Yet the Ministry of Justice is emphasizing a crucial mindset shift, urging the public to trust that the resensitization process will prove sufficient as a deterrent rather than seeking vigilante justice.
Well, this is quite an interesting story, of course, that we'll be following as well, and we'll be keeping you updated as far as the resentencing is concerned.